Welcome everyone, and as promised, this is the part 2 of the Venova tutorial, the Yamaha Venova tutorials. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to change the sound of the Venova. I think I'll make this the thumbnail right here. So this is the Venova, and this is the regular sound. Cool and all, right? What if I told you you can actually change this instrument's timbre and make it sound so cool? Like this power tool right there. I blocked the overtone hole. I don't know why this works, but it just does. So stick around to the end of the video. I'll show you how to make this very thing for yourself and we can get into it. But before we keep on going, if you aren't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. It makes me see what kind of content you want me to make, because if you subscribe watching this video, I see that, oh, more people subscribe watching this Venova video, so I can make more Venova videos. If you like, I can see what you like, and so on and so forth. If you can share this with friends and families, that will help and help us grow musical kinetics. You know how it goes. Okay, so the Venova is a really interesting instrument, and I'm going to actually make my first impression video. I've been playing it, I got this like 2 years ago, and I played it, and my first time I played it sounded bad. Like, if you watch my previous video I posted a few weeks ago about the Venova, that was an improvement, and I taught you how to play the Venova. But the very first time I played it, it was squeaky all the way through. So why would you want to use something like this in any situation at all? I mean, what's the point? And I think I figured it out. I think I know why this is actually relevant to Venova players. You see, your instrument is already a unique instrument, the Venova. If you play the Venova, everyone's always going to ask you, what kind of instrument, what in the world are you playing? And then you can say, yeah, it's a Venova, and you can get a lot more attention and attraction and traction by this very device. But imagine if you're playing on a set, like you're going to like a jazz theme kind of thing, or Christmas, and you're going, that's not actually a Christmas song. Okay, so in the middle of that, you just rush up, we get your plug in, and you start doing some crazy stuff. Something like that. Now, I should actually mention this. I still don't know why this works completely. This is the overtone chamber, so if I use my hand to do this exact same thing, it'll work as effectively. But what I would say about this whole technique is that when you apply the plug, you're no longer chromatic. I mean, you weren't really chromatic with this anyway, but what I'm trying to say is that the note progression changes. Instead of you to go from a C to a D to an E to an F, it just goes all over the place. So what I have here is a regular tuner. Of course, you guys should know this is a guitar tuner, the saxophonist's best friend. If you don't yet know about this, saxophones can be tuned. The Venova can't be tuned because they say that it's in perfect pitch. If you chuck it all the way in, I'm yet to see if that's true. But now let's demonstrate this. Moving up and down. So I'm going to play. So that's a G and an E. So I add the plug, and what happens is that so a G becomes a C and an E becomes a G sharp. Now, how does that work? We'll find out eventually. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. But that's what happens. So a C becomes a C becomes a D sharp. A D becomes an F sharp. F sharp becomes an A. G becomes a C. A becomes a D sharp. B becomes an F sharp. And C becomes a G. So weird, right? C becomes a G, but G becomes a C. Circle of fifths, maybe that could actually be. Okay, so someone who is more in depth in music and theory, make the video. Explain this, please do. But like this video first. So now, I told you, I promised you I'll teach you how to make this thing. So let's get into it. How do you make this wonderful piece of equipment that can change the dynamics of your sound? This guy took a lot of effort and time to get it made. And I'm gonna give you the secret right here. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Tissue paper. Literally, it's just tissue paper. You don't believe me? Okay. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna take a roll of 2-ply, 3-ply, whatever ply you like, preference, okay. Then you're gonna roll it up into a ball, almost like it's a cigarette in a way. And then you're gonna use clear tape or any kind of tape. You can use, I use clear tape because it just matches the aesthetic of my instrument. So you can use tape, clear tape, and wrap it around. So right now it's like a glossy finish around it. They're actually gonna make this device. I'm gonna sell it to you eventually for like 20 bucks, but oh well. But wrap tape around it, glossy tape, and then you have this wonderful tool that you can keep into your gear box, and that way you have an alternative sound for Yamaha Venova. So recap of what we have done today. The plug changes the sound. You sound more like an oboe than you do a Venova or any instrument for that matter of fact. But again, playing a Venova, you already sound weird, right? I mean, yeah. So that's it. That's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. More tutorials to come about this. And of course, we have to do an outro. So